A couple months ago, I heard a big thud on the front porch, and I got up to investigate what it was, and I saw the mailman driving away, and there was a box there containing this lightning stone. Lightning stones are otherwise known as septarian nodules, but here in Michigan we usually call them lightning stones. So this was sent to me by an anonymous viewer, and I thought for a while about what to do with it, and I've decided that I'm going to donate it to our local museum. The Besser Museum here in town. So I've already talked to the museum director, and she's happy to receive this. But first, I want to polish this front face. I'm calling that the front because I think it's the best looking side. Here's the other side. Not quite as nice. Still cool. But that way we'll have a kind of before look and after look. You can see what it looks like rough on one side and polished on the other side. I think it would look best if it was standing up, kind of like that, but it doesn't stand on that side because there's this big knob sticking out here. So I need to cut that off, and to do that I need a straight line. So I'd like to have a line around the whole rock, so I make a nice straight cut so it looks good. It's going to go in a museum after all, so I got to do my best work. So let me show you how that's going to go. I'm going to set that up off camera, and then I'll come back and show you my method for making a nice straight line. All right, here's the plan. I have a laser level, which is making a nice little red line along the bottom of my rock, and I have a crayon that I'm going to mark it with. And as I mark, I can just keep moving it around like this and go all the way around the whole rock. So let's give that a try. Trick is not to get your hand in front of the laser. Let's try it from up here. So that looks pretty good. All right, I've moved outside and I've got just a plain old angle grinder with a diamond blade, and I'm going to cut off that bottom part. Okay, here's where I'm at. It's a little dusty, but it's coming along. It's flat on the bottom now. I was using the edge of my just regular saw blade on this, just a diamond blade, but now I've changed to this cup grinding wheel. This is just from Harbor Freight. I was a little bit worried that these teeth were going to chip the edges, and it's dusty yet, so I don't see any chips, but there might be some when I get this all cleaned off. I'm not really sure. I've had this for years, and it's pretty well worn off. You can see, maybe you can see it's a little bit rounded on the edge there, so it's a little gentler than a new one would be. As I've been going along, I've been checking it with a board just to make sure that it's staying flat, and it's looking pretty good. It's not perfect, but I'll fix that up in the next step. So now I'm changing to this. This has Velcro pads that just go on there. This one's 50 grit, it's one I'll start with. And it's designed for a hose to hook up here. Has a little valve, and then water squirts out the middle. That keeps everything cool and keeps the dust down. I'm a dusty mess right now, but no more dust for me. Well, there it is, all done. I went through 7 different polishing pads, starting with 50 grit and ending with 3000 grit. Then I used aluminum oxide polish with this buffing wheel. If I hadn't been filming, I'd say the whole process would have taken somewhere between 3 and 4 hours. So it turned out nice and shiny, like I was hoping. Even polished the bottom. Well, I didn't polish the bottom. I did all the polishing wheels except for the final one. But I think the bottom looks really nice. And I left the back natural, as I said I would. So the next thing I need to do is take this over to the museum. So I'm going to give them a call tomorrow, and I'll take you along with me when I go. Hey Chris, here's the lightning stone I was telling you about.
It's absolutely gorgeous. Oh my gosh. So you polished some of it and left some of it in its, like, what would you say, raw?
Yeah, natural.
Oh my gosh, that is gorgeous. Thank you so much for donating this to the museum. We do not have this in our collection.
Well, you do now, so that's good. I thought it was nice enough it belonged for somewhere where a bunch of people could see it.
Absolutely. Thank you. You know what? We can set it right here for right now.
All right.
And I think what we'll do is set it down in this case a little bit later. And like you say, you had a great suggestion. All Michigan rocks.
I think that'd be good. Michigan rocks. I like Michigan rocks. I wrote it on my shirt.
Thank you.
So hey, if you missed the video this summer where Chris showed us around their fossil park out back, I'll put a link to that here and you can check that out. People seem to like it, so talk to you next time.